Motorhead Garage, presented by Topcoat, is brought to you by Stage 8 Fasteners, home of the world's best locking header bolt. Locking kits now available for all turbo applications. Go to stage8.com. RockAuto.com, all the parts your car will ever need. Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool. And by Tribotex, make your engine last longer.
Here at the headquarters of NHOU Protective Coatings, it's a magnificent facility. We've got a training area, a service area, a laboratory right across the way, Joe, where your products are constantly being developed and evolved. But this all started from very humble beginnings. How did it all start?
Yeah, it all started with me desperately trying to save my own pickup truck. It was a diesel truck, 2006 F-250. 8 years later, I'm replacing all kinds of parts due to corrosion. Very little miles on the engine. I knew this was going to be the problem, but nobody had any solutions. I wasn't willing to sit back and take it.
It's pretty amazing times right now. Engines will last 300,000 miles, but not so much on the body.
Engines will go quite a while. The body panels are very thin, and the corrosion that you experience from the liquid brine is intense.
So now we fast forward. You got rid of your old truck. It was time to start with a new truck, this one right behind us, and you started off on the right foot right away.
Yeah, this truck is the same age, same driving habits. The only difference is we've been diligent with our annual undercoatings, and you'd be hard-pressed to find rust on this truck, which adds value and safety. NHOU really is the quickest, least expensive way to add value and safety to your vehicle.
Well, let's talk about safety. You get the underpinnings of the truck rusting out, suspension parts rusting out. That's not a very safe condition for you and your family when you're going down the road.
It's not. There's a lot of structural deficiencies, and people don't know it. They're driving around, and many times they find out when it's too late. You know, they go in and fail an inspection.
And of course, that means more maintenance if you do fail the inspection. If you're lucky enough to get to that point, you're putting more parts onto it. But the thing I really like is it maintains the resale value of your car.
Residual value, yep. Cool. You walk in, you're going to make your money back. It's a very easy formula to figure out. It makes sense.
Excellent. You can check them out at NHOilUndercoating.com to find out how they can save and protect your vehicle.
Time now for the lowdown with Magic Creeper.
UTV owners, you are going to love the Magic Creeper. It has all kinds of uses for you. If you have a two-seater, you can shove it right between the seats and take it along with you. If you got a four-seater like this one, you can strap it into the back here. And when you need it, the Magic Creeper is ready. Now, before you hit the trail, of course, you're going to want to check your tires, make sure everything's inflated properly. You can use the Magic Creeper as a kneeling pad. I know it sounds silly and it's so simple, but imagine being out there on the trail. There's roots and rocks and sticks and all kinds of things, hard ground, or if you're doing it in your driveway before you go, you'll be very thankful for the Magic Creeper. You'll be able to do everything with ease, and your knees are going to be very happy. Now, once you're out there on the trail, think of all the hazards you get into. You've got sticks and all kinds of debris getting up into maybe the A-arms on the suspension or the springs, a lot of stuff there underneath the frame. And once you're driving along, that can be a hindrance. So if you have the Magic Creeper, just bring it along with you, and you can just get under the vehicle anytime you need to. And again, even when it's rolled out like this, simple as that, there's no way you're going to take a regular creeper along with you. The Magic Creeper can go along on top of rocks, it can go over roots, it can go over any kind of obstruction you might have out there, and you can do it without hurting your back. And certainly a traditional creeper, there's no way it's going to roll on all those surfaces. So all you have to do to get under your UTV is slide under in the Magic Creeper, and you can take a look whether you need to remove debris, you need to make a repair. The Magic Creeper, super easy. Take it along with you when you hit the trail. The Magic Creeper is a family-owned company. It's a small company, and there's no better time to support small companies than right now. So be sure to go check them out. Look for the original Magic Creeper. We have told you how Tribotex can protect your engine and how it can bring an old engine back to life. But one other important thing it does, it protects your engine from heat. So Pasha, tell me how Tribotex can manage the heat inside my engine.
Heat can rob you of the power in the car, but heat mostly dissipates through the cylinder walls into the coolant. When you cover the top of the piston with the protective thermal barrier coatings, they increase your power, but don't do it with the cylinder walls. Tribotex is a ceramic nanoparticles with two different sides. Apply it to walls of a cylinder and retain heat inside of the engine. So when heat that's supposed to go in the coolant through the cylinder walls retains in the piston, it pushes more of it down and generate more power.
It's taking the heat inside the cylinder so the fuel can burn more efficiently, is that right?
Not just that, heat generates pressure that pushes down your cylinder. The more heat you get inside of the cylinder and less you lose to the coolant, the higher power you get at the end of the shaft.
So you've got more power and more efficiency as well.
That's correct, and no other competitive technologies address the heat aspect of the engine.
How much heat are we talking and how much more efficiency are we speaking of here?
Even small differences in the heat retention generate huge difference in the output because they work on the thermodynamic cycle before even losses. Even small amounts of heat retained inside of the piston generate substantial increase in the power because it goes in the thermodynamic cycle before even losses taken into account.
Well, it's a simple way to get more performance out of your engine and higher efficiency, and you can make it last longer too. Tribotex.com will tell you how. Well, the clock on the wall says we are out of time, but don't you worry. We'll be back again next week. In the meantime, if you have something you'd like to see featured on our show, please email Jeff at masterstv.com. You can also check us out on Facebook. Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat will return to the airwaves next week at the same time. We will see you then.